Oh, we on the air. Can't hear you, Chris.
This is the time where Shan comes in and says, "Hey, Shannon Rawls, come on." Oh crap! I almost fell off the chair. ready to fight. Get ready to rumble. Let's go. Good evening, good night, good morning, good day.
How's your day, man?
Man, it's actually been very productive. Very productive. I spent most of my day doing onboarding for my new team members that I just hired. So,
All right.
it's been are we changing the excuse me?
What?
I swear every time there's an echo.
Chris, how are you?
Like me. Mute it.
What's up, Shahid?
So, you remember the conversation we had via text? I sent him a message and told him he needed to tune in tonight. So we'll see if we see anybody in the comments. Anybody new in the comment section? I think that's me. Yeah, this is. Yep, that's the one. I need to get my water. I'm actually gonna order a extra large shirt. This one seems a little big, so got some extra room. Get space out of it.
Would you like fries with that?
Yes, sir. We need West for the first 10 seconds, last 10 seconds of the first, the last first 10 seconds. I don't know if that makes sense, but
No, not at all.
I don't know if that makes sense at all. But maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Good evening, good night, good day, everybody, wherever you are in the cosmos. How are you? Hopefully you are doing amazingly well on this beautiful Thursday night. We have a great show for you tonight. We are in the building. We are here live and in color. I want to just say thank you to everybody that is tuning in and that has tuned in the past. Make sure you are subscribing to the channel. You are following us on Instagram, Ask a Black Man Anything on Instagram, Ask a Black Man Anything on Facebook, and _ AABMA _ on TikTok. So we are on all social media platforms. We're even on Twitter. I think it's Ask a Black Man Anything on Twitter or anything. So listen, if I'm telling you something, it's there. So look for us. I don't send out any of the tweets, so if it sounds like something all lovey-dovey, is probably from Robert or Wes. Those are the love doctors. What's really funny. Both of them guys are just a quick story about Robert and Wes. Both of those guys are have been in production, and their audio. And I'm the only person that can say this. Their audio and their sound is messed up literally every week. But we still love them.
My audio should be fine right now. It should be good. Should be stellar.
You're
I'm actually trying
delayed.
something new. I'm
You're delayed.
delayed.
Yeah.
Is it just the lip sync isn't matching up, or is it like,
Yeah. Like it looks like
wow?
you're going like your hand is waving, and by the time you pull it back down here, it's still up here. So yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Let me see if I can figure that out. That's odd. That's odd.
Yeah.
Where
You
your
got to
boys
figure
at,
that
man?
out. Everybody's here, man. You just can't see them. See?
Oh, okay, okay.
Just because you don't see them don't mean they ain't here. Um,
Apparently, my delay is real. Let me see.
I mean, man. So what you? Yeah, you don't see like the background part. But I think I get a chance to see and hear Colin talk about who's here because of course I'm here. Anyways, welcome, gentlemen. How was your week been? Say something, Robert. I think you might have. You got to come off of Wi-Fi and be connected with the Ethernet cable. Man, that's what it is.
I don't have I don't have a choice right now. I can't connect it to Ethernet. Plus, it's on the iPad, but I'm using a Wi-Fi, so it should connect.
See,
But yeah,
let me know. See, that
is
made
it
me
good
think,
yet though?
man. That you got
Oh,
to get a stronger Ethernet cable, bro. I mean, I don't know what that
I'm a,
is.
I'm a, I'm gonna jump out. I'm gonna jump out and
No,
come
no,
back
no,
in and
no,
see
no,
if that
don't
fixes
jump out. Don't jump out. It's just gonna come back the same. Just stay. By all means. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach Clayton. How are you? Hi everybody in the comments. We have a great show for you guys tonight. We have been, and I don't think I've told you our story in a while, so I'm gonna share it with you here just a little bit. Ask a Black Man Anything started about a year, what is it, March, about 14 months ago, in January 2021 on app called Clubhouse. If you're not familiar with Clubhouse, it's an audio. You're upside down, Robert.
Oh my goodness.
Um, now you're perfect. Yep. Now you're good. It's an audio tap-in app, audio app. It's kind of like listening to a podcast, but you can see and find people from literally all over the world. And we started back in January. We went through some transitions and we rebranded. And we actually talked about going live on YouTube back in like February, but the idea was kind of just, pushed down to the bottom because we had some other things that we had to deal with up front. We got an opportunity to rebrand and take over the show, and here we are today. 4 months after the rebranding, we decided to go live here on YouTube, and it's been an amazing show. So you can actually catch us on Clubhouse on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. That's not true. 8 p.m. Central. Our producer, Mr. Colin Hardiman. He's going to introduce himself. If you are tuning in for the very first time, we have an amazing special announcement. It's been a while since we've been able to make a great announcement. Well, we are really, really excited to be able to make an announcement to you guys. And we're going to make that announcement in between. Not going to tell you. Mr. Producer is actually going to tell you when he's going to make that announcement. I'm going to leave it to him. But in the meantime, between time, Mr. Longmire, go ahead and introduce yourself and then toss it to our executive producer.
Robert Longmire out of Bakersfield, California. Entrepreneur, investor, happy to be here. I'm trying these new earbuds out for a mic, and I'm finding out that my head is oddly shaped, so you're gonna see it fall out my ear a few times. Um, but yeah, man, I'm happy to be here, man. It's an interesting topic we have today, and I'm kind of excited to get into it to see all the different points of views and perspectives. So can't wait for that, Mr. Hardiman.
Colin Hardiman, Executive Director, businessman. Glad to be here, as always, repping for Houston, Texas. And yeah, welcome to the official last discussion about Will Smith. Because, it's been passed down from the higher ups, and they said wrap up these discussions by end of day today. So this is the official last discussion dealing with the slap. So glad to have you all here. We're gonna close out with a bang.
With a print, right? Hey, look who's back in with the Colin Kaepernick. Yes, sir. He held it down. Hey, I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't know anything else, Shaheed gets his do-rag and he keeps his wave right because he got that doobie. Like, he keep it a buck. Oh, and am I supposed to say happy Ramadan? Or is there a specific greeting? Oh, you on mute, Shaheed. Uh-uh. Nope. Colleen, okay.
No, it's
Yep.
on his side.
Yep. Okay. So, yeah, he's so I don't know the official. If you guys don't know, Shahid is a practicing Muslim, and so I don't know the right greeting. Can you hear me now, Shahid? You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome everybody joining. Is your computer on mute? Maybe that.
Just check your settings.
Okay. What? Hey, Gerard looked like he just came from a pro fight beating. He planted some neos. Anyway, what up, DB? Go ahead and introduce yourself. Welcome back, good sir. Good to see you again. And then talk to one of your brothers. OG, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sweet. There
What's
we
up?
go.
What's happening, fellas? Hey, man, this is the time and the place to be at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. DB, your resident OG, and I'm tossing the mic to whoever wants to grab it.
That would be you, Deron.
Okay. What's good? What's good? I'm Jerron, licensed clinical therapist here in Mississippi, Jackson to be exact. Good to be amongst the brothers again. Looking forward to a great show tonight. I know it's going to be good. With that being said, I'm going to pass it on over. I don't know if Shahid, you went yet, so I'm going to pass it to you.
Should we say that this tonight's show is gonna slap?
I think that's perfect. That's the perfect word to use.
Hey, I think your audio is right, Shahid.
Yeah, I just had to go out and come back.
Say less.
But yeah, the proper excuse me, the proper greeting is Ramadan Mubarak. It means blessed Ramadan. But
Say it one more time so I can say it properly.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Mubarak.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
Say less.
So yeah, man, I'm here back in AZ, back home. I'm excited, man. Shahid Muhammad, Los Angeles, California, by way of Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get to it.
Say less.
On you, Rob.
No, Rob already did it,
No,
man.
I've already gone.
Yeah. So if I say it wrong, please forgive me. Ramadan Mubarak.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Yeah. So I like to give salutation greetings. I respect all religions, even though, it doesn't mean that I'm switching over. I just, it's nothing wrong with showing love and deference and respect, because guess what? At the end of the day, that's my brother. And I want to have a blessed Ramadan, because he comes back, he'll be stronger, he'll be better, he'll be wiser. And I believe that for a beautiful fact, because that's the type of guy that he is. And he's been solid for since day one. So if y'all want to know who my day ones are for the show, man, it's these fellas that have been rocking with us for the last 13, 14 months, and more sincerely, the last 12 months almost that we've been doing this live. So again, I want to say thank you for joining Ask a Black Man Anything. We are live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Central. And so if you are just tuning in for the very first time, be sure to take a screenshot and share with us, share on your Instagram page, and tag us at Ask a Black Man Anything on Instagram. And you can also hit us underscore AABMA underscore on TikTok or Facebook, Ask a Black Man Anything. My name is Chris Davis. I am in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Buffalo, New York. I am a 2-time published author. I am publisher of I gotta grab my book because it ain't in front of me. But it's right here next to me. The Edge of Greatness. If you have not actually purchased my book and you want to walk to your own edge of greatness, if you want to find how to become your own Oprah, your own Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, you want to reach your own personal level edge of greatness, by all means, go ahead on Amazon and type in The Edge of Greatness, Chris Davis, and this book will pop up. It will bless your life. I have literally poured my heart and soul into this book, and I would love for you to grab it and support me. And I'm also an aspiring dating coach. I tend to just coach men because I think women have already coached women greatly, and there are plenty of great women coaches that are out there in the world. You can follow me right here on Instagram, the real Chris Davis _ Chris Davis on Instagram. I also came out with another book. It's called The Ultimate Vetting Guide. And here's the deal. In this day and age of vetting and dating and all of these new terms that we have come out with, all these new terms that are now just popping up, emotional ability, emotional intelligence, things like that, you want to be able to make sure that you can properly vet the people that you are dating. And this book right here gives you tons of question starters, not so that you can literally just sit back and ask question after question after question, but so that you can understand the character of the person versus being connected and being excited over the package just because they look good or smell good or they say the right things. Also, one of the things that this book will allow you to do, because it's a workbook, it'll allow you to take notes on the person that you're vetting, and then you can actually 3-6 months later, once you're watching their character over time, you'll be able to see that they're doing exactly what they said they would do. With that being said, again, I'm Chris Davis in Atlanta, Georgia, by way of Buffalo, New York. Buffalo is one of the greatest cities in the world, so check us out. That book also is the Ultimate Vetting Guide workbook on Amazon. You can check that out. You can go in and purchase that. But with that being said, dive right in.
We have to let you all know. Can y'all hear me? Is my audio good?
Yes, we can hear you.
Right. We do have to let y'all know that if you have any questions, that you can press the link right above me to join us, or send your questions to the email right above us. But we do not answer questions that are in the chat. So if you're posting your questions in the chat, that's where they will live, and that's where they will die. You will have to come on stage or email us if you want your question answered. So thank you.
Yep, and so that's exactly right. There is a link right here. If you want to email us your question, questions at aabma.live, you will be able to email us your question. We do have a very huge announcement that will be coming in between. I won't tell you, Mr. Producer, actually, our executive producer, Colin, will tell you what time it'll come up. We actually gonna take a station break, and we'll let him tell you when he's gonna announce it. But stay tuned, because we have a big announcement that we want you to be a part of. Also, if you want to join the show because you heard something, you have a question, and you want to come live and join us, the other link is right here at the top, call.aabma.live. That's how you get the opportunity to join the show once the discussion begins. Or you can just stay right in the comments and stay comfy. I do have to let you know, if you want to join the show, our producers are looking to make sure that you're a real person. So you have to show them your face on camera first. Make sure that obviously your camera is, I think it's landscape, right, Colin? Make sure if you're using your phone, make sure your camera is landscape so we can see your entire face. That's, he's showing it right there. And then we'll bring you live. You don't have to stay on camera. We welcome you to join us at any point during the conversation if you have a perspective. Don't be a stage hog, because we ain't with that. We'll put you on mute and kick you out. Just kidding. So I would just dive right into it, because here's the deal. Everybody this week has talked about the slap around the world, right? Everybody has seen it. They've tweeted
that was heard around the world.
The slap that was heard around the world. I think that it has probably been smacked up, flipped up, rubbed it down 1,000, 1,000,000 times. But here's the thing that we want to know, that we're posing: do black men really feel that we have to literally fight to physically protect our women? Is that the only way that we can protect our women? Everybody has seen it. Do we have I think we have the video queued up. We want to show it to you. If in the event you didn't see it, we want to show you the video of Will Smith, a well-renowned actor, and Chris Rock, another well-renowned comedian. And I want to show you the video real quick, just in case you happen to miss it, just in case you were under a rock. We want you to see it, and then we'll come right back and we'll dive into some dialogue. But before we dive into that, welcome Mr. West. He's in the building. Is his audio right? That's the good question.
What's good?
He always looks like he's tinkering.
What's
Like,
good?
why he can't get
Can
right
you hear me?
before he comes? Yes, sir. Go ahead, Mr.
Hey, man,
West. Do your introduction.
That's what I do. I tinker.
And,
West
and can you introduce
Stewart,
yourself, please, sir?
located here in.
He said he tinker around the box.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Can you
you hear
introduce
me, right?
yourself, please?
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I was starting to, brother. You know. West
Thank you.
Stewart, artistic IQ on all social medias, and located here in Los Angeles. I am excited to have this conversation. The last 24 to 48 hours has been absolutely ridiculous on my Instagram. So that's it. I'm ready.
Keep going, Wes. Those are the
I'm
instructions.
done. That's it. Can y'all hear?
You gotta
Oh,
improvise. Improvise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my yeah, no.
So do you prefer your
What
mud
did
cold or hot or warm?
No, we can go because what was it that you originally posted on your Instagram, Wes? Because you had this long thing. I didn't get the chance to read the whole thing when I first saw it.
I mean, I've posted a lot over the last 48 hours. I can't remember what my original post was, but yeah, it's been a lot. You know, I'm ready
Yeah,
to engage.
man. Me too. I'm ready to talk about Will Smith's try Jesus moment. So
Go ahead, Robert. You're on the screen. You're
I'm
on
on the
the
screen. All right.
TV screen.
So my question, my initial thought was looking at the response of everyone. First, everybody's initial response was some people were happy that I spoke to, like, man, he finally stood up for his family and his situation. Some people were like, that's not the right way that a man should stand up for his woman. But one of my immediate thoughts was, um, we hear a lot about black men not stepping up for black women or not standing up for black women. And though you can question the way that he did it, he took that moment to decide to stand up for his black woman and his wife. But still, it's like, well, you did the wrong thing. You didn't do the right thing by standing up and going up there. Now you've embarrassed yourself and you've embarrassed your wife. And me personally, I'm like, the only way I feel Will Smith actually embarrassed himself is the fact that he took all the time and the energy to walk up there to slap a person, as opposed to say, you disrespected my wife and I feel a way about that, let alone the different realms of the way a man's supposed to protect his woman. I really want to dive into it and go deep, but I don't want to go too far before we show the video because there's a lot. I've been thinking on this a lot. Like it's an interesting thing for me.
All right, here we go.
We got it. Try Jesus, not me.
Is that playing for anybody else?
It's skipping,
It's
flagging.
Chris, how you doing over there, buddy?
Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen the video. Now, they played it under a rock as well, so they didn't see all the extra videos though, because there was reaction. There was a video that showed Jada. There was a video that showed um, Will and Chris having a conversation after the awards. So there's a lot to dive into there.
So I wanted to bring the video to you just in case you were under a rock and you hadn't seen it. That's number one. Because here's the thing. We don't know if you've seen it, but I want to show it to you anyways. But here's the thing. I want these fellas, because Wes posted some stuff. I posted some stuff. I didn't see anything that Robert posted on his Instagram. But here's the thing. We are all
posted, I
here
believe,
now.
too.
So, say what, Robert?
I think DB had posted some stuff too.
Okay. So yeah, I saw DP post some stuff on Facebook. So
Actually,
for the first question is, do you think that who was wrong in your opinion? DB, you're the elder statesman. Who was wrong? Quick answer. No
and,
explanation. Just who was wrong?
and no big words.
Hey man, I'm built big, so you know I got to do it. I got to do it big. So, um, honestly, I think this was a knee jerk reaction. I can't really say who was right or wrong, but
Ooh, DB is
certain
neutral.
no, because it's neutral because this had a boiling point and it broke, and the boiling point was Will reacted to something so minor. Chris is a comedian. That's what he does. Everybody knows he's obnoxious. That's what he does. So, you know, I know that he had been attacking Jada at the awards. So there's no right
Mhm.
or wrong. There's no right or wrong here, but this is an actual family that's in crisis and it played out on a large scale, and they're both wrong. Let me just take a side. They're both wrong because she could have stopped him and told him, hey, it's a better way to handle this. And he let his emotions well up because when he accepted the award, he couldn't even really. His thoughts were all over the place, and it's just it's a sad and unfortunate event. And I'm gonna toss the mic back because I don't want to really kind of belabor the point.
Sweet. Mr. Longmire, jump in. I'm sorry, you're not next in line. Mr. West, who was right, who was wrong? Mr. Loverman, shut up. Quick answer.
So
Quick answer. Who was right, who was wrong?
everybody was wrong.
Everybody was
I
wrong.
do have to say
Okay.
this. Said this. We have to remember that two things, hell, three or four things can all be true at the very same time. This
Wow.
is I see this from every angle, and you know what I you know I, at some point I think a lot of people may have thought that I was solely on Will's side or that I condoned his behavior, and that's not the case. It's simply that I can empathize with his behavior. I understand the culmination of things that may have led him there, or that might be that he might have felt in that moment. So me empathizing with him is not the same as someone condoning or justifying. Um, and, uh, and yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. There's depending on how much we want to dive into it, I could go on about every single thing that I see. But I won't belabor the point. I think everyone has some potential fault there. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and we have yet to really fully examine Jada in this instance. But yeah.
Wow. So Jada has some blame. Okay. Okay. So Colin, you're next in line.
Does Jada have some blame? The understatement of the year. Um, so, so I actually tweeted this because, as y'all know, I didn't even know what was going on. I just saw what y'all were chatting in the group chat. But as soon as I saw the video, my immediate thought was, yeah, he just hit his breaking point. But I said, let's make one thing clear. What happened tonight, hitting Chris Rock in the acceptance speech, had absolutely nothing to do with the evening. It had everything to do with what Will has been subjected to for the past, let's put ellipsis. Men will suffer in silence until it all boils over. So yeah, just the public humiliation, emasculation. He's just hit his breaking point because everyone has talked about it. Everybody that saw that Red Table Talk episode saw this man's heart break on national television. So yeah, he just hit a boiling point. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Shahid. I'm sorry. Robert.
Yeah. Don't skip me now. I was just finally my turn. No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it brief though. I'm with Wes. I believe everybody has some fault in it. For this particular instant, maybe not so much Jada, but I can see how the history between Will and Jada over the past few years has been something that may have also made it so it wasn't just a reaction to protect his wife, but also kind of an internal ego thing or something that has to do with how he's feeling with his self emotionally. But I'm gonna let it go there so we can really dive into it.
Okay. You know you next, poster. What you got?
I think everybody is to blame, but I mean everybody has their own share in it. I would say 10% goes on Chris Rock. Just um, you know what I mean. Just it didn't need to be said. I don't know if he knew the condition of her or
Hmm.
not, but I mean it's just like I know these comedians don't write their own jokes. So at some point, you got to be able to have some discernment and look at it like, nah, I'm gonna stay away from this one for whatever reason. But I mean, that's it for me. Like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think he handled himself very well. You know, he went on with the show and you know what I mean? Like, I like the professional he is. He didn't lose his composure. He was able to keep his emotions intact. I would say 40% um, belongs to Jada because you hear all this about protect black women, protect black women, protect black women. At what point does the black men become protected? You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
it's a shared
wow. That's a conversation we ain't had yet.
it's a shared responsibility that because how are you protecting? How is he able to protect you if he went on stage and assaulted somebody? That's just what it is. Now, luckily, you know, they have a history. Chris was gracious enough not to press charges. You know, they didn't want to make it look worse than it was, but he can't protect you from behind bars. He can't protect you as a dead man. You know what I mean? So, why do you need so much protection from a joke? Was the joke that harmful that you needed protection from it? Right? And then, of course, majority share of the blame, I would say 50% of it goes to Will, just because, like, especially the the type of person that you give off yourself to be as a, you know, Mr. Positive. When they go high, we go low. You know, love everybody, and you let everything that was built up and pent up inside of you, you lashed out and took it out on the biggest night of your life. You took it out on that stage on a so-called friend, and now they're talking about snatching his Grammy. And my biggest issue though is the speech was cowardly because not only did you do what you do, but you threw Denzel Washington's name in it as if like you had support from him. You threw Venus and Serena's dad's name in it as if, and he immediately came out and said, I don't condone that behavior. But you couldn't own what you did. You tried to use Denzel as a caveat to say, you know, Denzel told me this as if he was fine with it. And, you know, this is what the struggle of King Richard. But now my thing is like, okay, are you going to keep that same energy? Can you keep, because this is not going to stop, it's going to get worse. Are you able to keep the same energy from this point on? Or are you going, you know, like, where do we go from here? But I think this conversation can last all night, so I don't want to hog up the mic. So I'm a, I'm a, I'm a
You good?
Yeah,
I
May
do
I
want to
say,
go.
may I say something really quick?
go ahead.
give me 30 seconds. I do want to take a second and bring on, and if I'm saying your name incorrectly, is it Jay
Wait.
Tennille?
Before we get to that,
No,
I want
I'm
to
gonna bring
say,
her, but I'm for a reason. I want to
Yeah.
bring you on, Jay Tennille, but I want you to stay on mute just for this part of the conversation, and then we'll reintroduce you. Okay? I don't want you to stay in the green room, but we'll definitely want to bring you on. Welcome to Ask a Black Man Anything. I want you to also turn your camera, Queen. So if you don't know how to rotate your camera, do you have an iPhone or an Android?
Android.
Okay, I have no idea how to work an Android, but I know there's an option. Somebody out there in Android land. Do you have a camera on your computer?
I don't have a computer. I just have my phone.
Okay, no worries. So you probably can. It looks. I don't know if your phone is up and down this way, but if you can turn your phone that way.
That's what I have it right now. I have it sideways. So
Okay,
this
turn it
this
back.
is
There
for
you go. That's perfect. Leave it just like that, okay? But do me a huge favor, stay on mute, and then I'm gonna come back to you. I just didn't want you to stay in the green room. I wanted to bring you on the show, okay? The fellas are gonna talk, but I'm gonna come right back to you, okay? Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm gonna give my 2 seconds on it. Right after Colin goes. Go right ahead, Colin.
No, I was gonna say because this is literally on my Twitter right now. I don't know if everyone's seen this video. Another angle of Jada's reaction after Will Smith
Yeah,
actually
when she's
slapped Chris Rock.
laughing at when she said Will Smith, Chris Rock, just I seen that.
Yeah, she's like literally laughing.
I don't know if she's laughing at the fact that he slapped her or what.
Yeah, it was like that happened after the slap. So enough said. I just wanted to bring up that point. That says a lot right there. But I'll weigh in on that later.
So
Yeah, don't forget about me too, because I want to say something about it.
youngest in the building. Let me not skip you. My bad, good sir. Go ahead, sir. It's on you.
So I'll just be quick. I think Chris Rock plays some role in it, but I think the majority of the blame goes to Jada and Will. And I think she has as much blame as him. For the simple fact that this issue stems way past his little Grammys or Oscar thing. He goes way back. It's so deep and so layered that you can peel back so many different layers until you get to the real reason behind what happened and the unhealthy defense mechanisms that were displayed throughout the night with Will projecting how he really felt on Chris Rock. I felt like he projected his true feelings, how he felt about the moment on Chris Rock, and he had to take it out on somebody. I won't go too in depth about it right now because I know we'll talk about it a lot more, but I really don't blame Chris Rock as a whole because, as we all know, he's a comedian. He's there to do a job. He's cracked plenty of jokes in the past about plenty of people, not just Will, Jada, other people. And I just feel like when it's all said and done, I feel like Jada and Will probably deserves the most blame. And I don't put one above the other. I put both of them 50-50 because, I feel like they work as a package deal. So although he may have did it, he wouldn't have did that without her approval. And so I think both of them are to blame for. But I know we'll talk a lot more about it. So I just kind of leave it there for now.
Chris, I got to add one caveat to this. The Academy always approves everything beforehand. So this was a joke that they already knew was coming. That's all I want you. I want you to remember that.
Wow. So I want to say this, and I think it's so crazy.